Hello friends and welcome back to the Tavern of Toads. My name is RK Fox, I'm your tavern keeper, and I'm joined today by my fellow storytellers, Kent Aldrich, Christian Majewski, the one and only Rachel, Samuel Bowen, supposed to be in the list, not right now, need to adjust that, and Alex Oak. And together we're going to weave a world of myth and legend. The walls of my tavern are lined with leather-bound books filled with blank pages. Once a week here at the tavern, we open a tome at dusk and fill its pages with stories. The world outside is dark and scary. It has its beauties, but they're hard to see at night. So for the time being, let's leave this world and go adventure, shall we? Now, last we left off, the party became acquainted with Weird, their new dream-woven companion, and Weird delivered some messages from an unknown entity to Lucien and Lorenzo, which spoke to the source of Lucien's powers and the means by which Lorenzo is to free himself of the ties on his soul. They then made port in Tonsona, in the Quadratica, finding it occupied by half as many people as would be expected for a city of its size. In order to divine how this came to be, they set out for a tavern. They found only one tavern open amongst the many closed, the Manodron. Upon entry, they met a barkeep named Antonia, who explained to Straya that the ale she asked for is wildly expensive because of the mass exodus incited by Los Colores Vivos. The grand departure of 50% of the population flipped their economy on its head and had left many businesses in a lurch. Straya scrounged together enough money from the party, mostly Lucien, to get them a pint each. Over drinks, they met an elven woman named Neve, who recognized Lorenzo as she was a former crew member of the Tides on Sleeping before joining Los Colores Vivos herself. She explained how she had been left behind by the anarchist group, and that she has been observing the effects of their work ever since. The party explained to her that they were hunting down Los Colores Vivos because they murdered the Scion and stole the Ravager. While Neve found it odd that the Living Colors would have targeted the Scion before going after Myth Unending, with the Ravager being stolen within its rock cage the party created, the action of killing a ruler and stealing a rock did fit the MO of Los Colores Vivos pretty well. The party extended to her an invitation to rejoin the crew, which Neve accepted. While still in the tavern, Stray thought it might be a good opportunity to investigate the rumors and legends about the Renegade, her supernatural first mate, and what became of the Renegade's legacy since her vanishing. Stories varied greatly, some describing the second mate as a ghost, others describing it as a treefolk. Some stories declared that the Renegade could control the ship with her mind, and others claimed that the ship itself was alive. Meanwhile, Weird asked the barkeep for information on acquiring a hex light, to which Antonio told Weird that all he needed to do was get 10 silver by morning, and Myth Unending would give him a hex light at one of their many stations around the city. Weird offered some hardtack in exchange for money, to which the barkeep countered that he would pay Weird 10 silver or 1 gold if he would do the dishes for that. Weird accepted and began working, but couldn't get too far in before Lucien walked up and attempted to stop this, declaring to the barkeep that Weird was his son, and that he thusly had a right to command him. The barkeep pushed back, noting the complete lack of resemblance, and citing that Weird was now his employee. Fed up with the barkeep and giving up on guarding Weird from potentially unwise decisions, Lucien returned to the party, and all but Weird left the tavern and returned to the ship. Upon completing his work, Weird went and got a shadily obtained hex light from a Drachmuge, who used one of his claws as a tattoo gun to apply the hex light. Meanwhile, back on the ship, Lucien had conversations with Lorenzo and Vale, in which he discussed his brother's next steps towards communion, as well as his suddenly developed ability to read his botany book via the pictures, and Vale's dreams and questionable choices, respectively. Following his conversation with Vale, Vale pushed him into loaders as Weird finally returned to the ship, engrossed in his hex light. Throughout the remainder of their trek to Denwell in Perai, Straya became interested in investigating the hex light that Weird got, and found a way to communicate to the Scion via messaging the older Jean Sianki servant that she met back in Alanar. Furthermore, she also found that the Scion had formed an advisory council shortly after their departure. She sent a message to the older servant to communicate to the Scion, just encouraging and affirming the choice to form an advisory council. This message was given the little thumbs up notification. Weird also discovered a series of pages which detailed conspiracy theories about the sudden disappearance of Los Colores Vivos in all forms from the Hexnet, as well as a number of other conspiracy theories, such as aliens and all sorts of weird things, and the conspiracy theory of the round Earth. Lucian took a moment to catch up with Straya and hear her current thoughts about her relationship to her parents, and specifically her mom's relationship to the slaving shipwright. Straya expressed her concerns for what the relationship meant about who her mom was. And Lucian tried to remind her that though her mom might have had a fraught past, that doesn't mean she hadn't changed since she left that life behind. Then, not long after, the tides unsleeping arrived in the port and capital city of Denver. Following their arrival, the focus of our story shifted, returning to the cell in the Scion's palace, which holds Diceboro. Every conceivable surface had been consumed by the etchings of the phrase, "The stain on my family's name is me, not my mother." As Diceboro sat still within his cell, he was visited by the Scion. Seeing and reading the text on the ground and walls, the Scion attempted to reach out to Diceboro to invite him beyond his self-flagellation. Their discussion circled and swirled around various different perspectives and angles of ethical dialogue, as the Scion tried to get Diceboro to consider that his story might not have to end here in this jail cell. Diceboro was finally, if only momentarily, disarmed, as the Scion asked him who he was to declare which of his mistakes mattered and which didn't, and how much they mattered regarding his fate. The Scion then asked Diceboro if he knew how to play chess. Upon Diceboro's affirmation, the Scion promised that he would come back someday soon with a chessboard. We pick up now in Denwell, the sprawling capital city of the Kingdom of Denwell, led since ages long past by the sorceress family of Denwell. They're not great at naming things. You all now seek Alteran University, the magical school which just this past year created a skyship which was taken on a world tour and hasn't been seen in a while, and you've been sent with letters of marque. And as the gangplank drops and allows you off the ship, where is your first destination? What are y'all's first moves as a party?
I mean, we were told to go see Alexander Otel. That's what I wrote down.
Alexander Orthel.
Sorry.
Yes.
Othel. My bad.
Orthel.
I'll probably grab definitely the Veil and maybe Straya. Probably Straya. And just go and try and find this dude. Like, we'll take care of talking to these people and figure out what we need to do. You guys, like, find us lodging and do other things. And that's basically, like, what Lucian's going to explain. We'll send the people who are best with people.
Oh, great with people.
You...
Like, that's...
I'm good with people.
I am still disappointed in. And he points at weird.
I'm good at removing people from things.
Vale, you are big and massive and you got black eyes. You're very good at looking persuasive, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And Stray, on the other hand, is small and cute, and she's pretty.
6 foot.
You're 6 foot? I thought you were like 5'4".
No,
You're thinking of Audra.
That
Uh-huh.
was Audra.
Audra was like 4 feet tall.
No, Audra was 5 foot.
Never mind. But
Yeah, no. The shortest
I'm the
member in
second
this
tallest
group-
person
Looking
here.
her in the eyes.
I was gonna
Just
say,
eye to eye.
yeah,
She's
looking
small.
up at her.
well, I'm like
She's
supposed to be
small.
6'2",
The shortest person in this group is Lorenzo at 5'9", I believe it was. Who ironically has the highest charisma score in the party.
Oh, he does. I always forget. I always think that you're a wisdom caster.
No, I've got a +5 to charisma.
But you're bad at being charismatic.
Awkward and bad at being charismatic are two different things.
He's bad with words.
He's
Good with
choosing.
people.
Yeah.
I
All
can
he's-
be schmoozy.
Okay,
Not
so
with my brother.
who is going to Alteran University to speak with Alexander?
I guess all of us then.
I feel like we should all just go. Yeah.
All right. Should I
Why
be in my
break up the
plate
party?
armor? Are we expecting a brawl?
I don't think we're expecting a
No.
brawl, but I think you
No.
should be in your plate armor.
No.
Alright.
Just look not scary.
Look scary.
We're not scary. We're not
We
here
want-
to start a fight. We're just here to get a
It's not-
vote.
Straight up, my dear.
A
It's
shit.
not about looking. It's not about starting a fight. It's about looking imposing. We're in the foreign government. We're here to talk.
We
to
have
some
a letter
high-
from.
It's in these political situations. Presentation is more important than what we have to say.
Cool.
Show that you have authority. And if we have a literal oak with us, I think that's a pretty good presentation of what we might be capable. And I'm fully just pointing at Vale the entire time.
Yeah, he's fine with that.
Trust me, this is not the first time I'm doing this.
All right.
Cool.
So-
Vale puts on his plate.
Put on your biggest smiles and nicest clothes. Let's go. Lorenzo, you can borrow some of mine.
I don't think they'll fit.
You've always been scrawny, not like me.
Oh my gosh. When Vale sees that, he just claps you on the back with his fully plated hand.
I feel like Lucien will not stumble forward, but once nobody's looking, he's gonna go, oh.
Strong enough to stand up to the hit, not a high enough constitution to not be hurt by it. Alright, so you guys make your way for Alteran University. It is not hard to find. There's no reason for me to make you roll a check, because it is covered in all sorts of like glowing crystals. There's clearly some sort of like crystal magic that is a part of just the basic school infrastructure. But it is, you see bright orange crystals, white, blue, a dark red, a green, and a purple, all with these different little icons scattered about the walls. You see the names of the 6 main colleges of the university: Selesjaw, Falsafrost, Forstorm, Foundwing, Mindstro, and Protoclaw. All specializing in different combination practices, tying 2 different schools of magic together. You walk onto campus into a very large plaza. There are, a series of different buildings, various different spells being cast. You see starlight constellations being formed as a part of spell casting. You see people who are casting something which, even to the most adept mind, is indistinguishable between transmutation and illusion. All sorts of different magical practices. And dead center across the plaza is sort of the office building, likely where you will find Alexander Orthoff. There are students of literally every kind here. And as you walk past, there's you see an individual who is like pseudo-spectral, but has like one arm that is like a human arm, and then his other arm is like, it's almost like it's a frog-like arm, and then the rest of the body is like spectral, like a ghost. Just all sort, like, incredibly varied student body.
So what you're saying is that this magic school has ghosts too.
Huh? Are you making?
It was a Harry Potter joke.
Oh, gotcha.
Prof Matt got it.
Gotcha.
So
thank you.
the school is diverse, yes? Is that what
Uh,
you're saying?
yes, yeah. Wildly
cool,
very
cool.
student body. That's
So
the
it's
point.
not moody.
A joke for only the cast, my friends. A joke for only the cast.
Yup.
All right.
Well, anyways.
Nobody's salty around here.
No.
No.
We walk into the school. The kids are all speaking in British accents.
Actually,
Where do
yes.
we go from there?
Actually, yes.
Good morning.
Parai is English. That's their cultural connotation.
The
is
Harry
English.
Potter jokes are writing themselves right now.
Crying.
Can't stop pointing to it.
You make your way into the main office building. There's this sort of shorter, like very small, like gnomish young girl, probably young for a gnome, so probably in her 50s, sitting at the front desk. Hello, how can I help you?
Hi, dear. We are looking for Alexander Othel.
Oh, he's busy. Do you have an appointment?
We should have had an appointment. You should have received a message beforehand when we were supposed to be arriving. We are the envoy from Domitia.
I don't have anything on the books for you. Do you have some sort of
Well, that's
letter
quite a
of marque?
shame.
Any letter of marque, something that I might have to give to
Oh, yes,
Alexander?
yes.
Yeah,
we
we
do.
got this letter here.
Takes the
Simon
letter.
said that we're supposed to talk to Alexander.
Right, I'll deliver this to him.
Lodging?
Huh?
Sorry, go ahead. If she was still talking, go ahead.
I'll deliver this to him. He'll likely read this between his current meeting and his next one. Earliest we could see you would be about 3 p.m. So if that's amenable and he decides to put the appointment on the books, we could see you in, it's about 10 now, so about 5 hours.
That should suffice.
Can we bring the letter back then? I think it's the only copy we have, so...
Yes, we would require the letter back.
As soon as he is done with it, I can return it to you. It should be about 15-20 minutes till he's out of his current meeting.
Perfect. That will be
Great.
enough time to show us our lodging, I believe.
Lodging?
We don't need lodging. We're only staying for 5 hours. That was Kent, not Vale.
I thought we were staying here for a while, like for at least a night.
Well, no, she just said that he'd be available at 3 p.m. in 5 hours.
That's
Yes,
for the
but
meeting.
after-
We stopped to get
After
the...
that, we're not just
the
jumping
airship.
on a airship and then flying off.
They didn't
Well,
know we
fair,
were,
but we
were
could
even
probably-
showing up.
We could probably ask the president for lodging, not the poor receptionist.
They should have been. This was something agreed upon by two governments. They should be ready for us, right?
So the letter of
No.
marque that you were given is a request for the ship, not a we've agreed these are the people coming to retrieve it. You're here to request the ship.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
None of this-
working under
Yeah,
false
yeah.
pretenses.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
thought
know
you were
what's
just
going
BSing the whole time, so I was just going with it.
Yeah,
I mean, to
same.
a certain degree, yes, I am. Because again, Lucien is like, no, there's a proper procedure for the way that we do this. If we're gonna have to wait, you are supposed to give us lodging.
So you asked about lodging system.
Well, do you?
Well, if he had known what we're actually doing, then he probably wouldn't have asked for it, right?
But again,
Yeah.
if we're gonna stay here for a day, I would still be like, well, then we'll be requiring a room to wait in.
The obviously main lobby here, the plaza, the campus is open. Obviously, we have security measures, but the campus is open for public. You know, the library is public. You're welcome to be anywhere on campus until the meeting is confirmed. She does pick up a crystal, sort of a hexagonal, like perfectly even-sided crystal with all 6 of those logos that you saw, sort of like each one of them occupying a 1/6 of the crystal. She says, this is a visitor's crystal. As soon as we have a confirmed meeting on the books, you'll get a notification of when that is. It will warn you when your meeting is coming up, an hour in advance and 15 minutes in advance. Again, feel free to meander anywhere. If you need an additional crystal, in case you guys want to split up into parties and go different places on the campus. Yes?
I believe.
Can I get a crystal, please?
Yes, absolutely. She puts a second one out. Just takes the two of them for a second, puts them like back to back and rubs them together, and you see the displays put up in the common text the word linked. So now these two crystals will receive all the same messages.
Do you have a
device connected?
Do you have a shortage of those?
We have a limited number of visitors crystals, yes.
Okay. Because if there's a possibility, if you don't have a room ready for us, then I think it would be beneficial for us if we could all get our own visitors passes or visitors crystals.
Yes, all of you traveling as a group, the maximum number I'm permitted to issue is 2.
Yeah, fair enough.
Lucian looks disgruntled.
I'm terribly sorry. We do not have a relatively large number of visitors crystals on hand at any given point in time because the campus is open. These are expensive things, even handing one to an individual.
I understand, and that means that you are expecting a lot of visitors today.
We're always expecting a lot of visitors, yes.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go
just look at
sit
her
down in the lobby.
I will look at her.
Oh my gosh, Lucy.
At the very least, could you spare us a third? I just went British. Hello, is there any chance you could at least spare us a third? We're a larger group and we have a lot of things we are planning on doing for a little bit of time.
Lucian is sitting in the lobby, so we can just take his. He'll be right here when he gets...
Oh, I wouldn't have taken... Oh, did I take the first one? I thought Straya took the first one.
No, the first one was handed to you.
I assumed you had it.
Okay. I'm just gonna...
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to roll a persuasion check to be like, could we at least...
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. I was about to call for it.
You mean a flirtation check?
The DC is pretty high on this.
And I rolled really poorly. Shoot. I rolled a 6. It's a 14, but...
Good night. 6 to a 14. So, in response, she says, I really am sorry. I cannot issue any additional. I appreciate that you are, to some extent, a larger group. If you were a group of 6 or 7, I could issue a third.
Okay, that's alright.
Understandable.
Thank you for considering.
That is fine.
As we're walking out of the lobby, because I'm assuming, are we all walking out to go, look at stuff?
You guys, first thing, she takes the letter and basically just sets it down on the table, runs her crystal over it, and then just says, all right, Alexander should have the message. She hands the letter back to you. As soon as we have confirmation of the meeting time, you will get a message on your crystals. If you need a map of the campus or any additional information, feel free to ask me.
I'll take a map.
I would love a map.
All right. She takes maps. Vale gives you a paper one. Then takes one of the paper ones and just says, if you just place your crystal on top of this, it will upload the map to your crystal. And map just appears. You can now so each crystal has like the external hexagon and then has facets so that each one has an elevated hexagonal face on either side. Inside the smaller hexagon, almost similarly to a hex light, you can navigate the map.
Is there a map of this university on the hex map?
There is, in fact.
I'll just pull that out.
Dude, he's
Right.
he's like 6 days old and he's already an iPad kid.
Full iPad kid.
Incredible.
All right, you got maps. Basically, everybody except for Lorenzo has a map. Straya and Lucian both have crystals. What is everybody wanting to do?
Lucian, are you staying in the lobby?
No, he looks around, and like I'm sure it's beautiful. I'm sure it's ornate.
Oh, yes.
But he like looks around and he goes, "I would not stay in this place." Oh.
Oh my gosh, bro is salty.
You
Oh,
see,
come on,
you
don't be like
see, design, as he says this, all of you just look around to take in what you're standing in. This is comparable to the Scion's Palace. So,
Wow.
Which Weird has never seen a palace, so he just thinks this is like pretty average.
yes, that's true.
Oh, Buddy's in for so many hard lessons in life.
All right. Do we have anybody who knows where they want to go? Okay.
Is there
Straya
like
must not be.
is there like a school of music at all, or is this strictly magic?
So it is all magic. There are. Would you like to ask desk attendant about this, or are you just kind of going off of like I'm going to see if I can find anybody doing music?
No, I was gonna ask her before we left.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
So her first response, like immediately, just says, "All right. Well, we don't have a school dedicated to music. However, there are some schools that are more artistic in nature, should you wish to see some of those. Particularly the School of Falsifrost would be one which would be well suited to an interest in music. Its aims are all about the perception of things, and so a lot of our musical students take root there. Some of them take root in Mindstro if they're using music as sort of like a practice of capturing minds. So Mindstro would be another option. If you're looking for other versions of artistic craft, the School of Foundling has a lot of students who will work with weaving. So hopefully this gives you some sort of direction.
Yeah. Thanks. It does.
All right. Anybody know where they want to go?
No,
Can I
I'm probably
sneak
just
into
gonna.
a class?
Weird is sneaking.
I would like
into
to
a
sneak into class. Yeah.
Any class in particular, or just a class?
I mean, is there a necromancy class going on?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Bruv.
There are necromancy classes. They're all at Mindstro.
Reese, can I'm gonna. If I'm looking at like the map and I'm looking over and you're like, oh, he's looking. Hey, do you want to go to a necromancy class?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then can I like roll some sort of check to attempt to find like the highest level one we could get into?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Absolutely, you could try to do that.
Cool.
It just cut you off.
Also, yeah, it cut you off a little bit there.
Oh,
Hello, cat butt.
roll an investigation check.
Oh yeah. Perfect. 2 seconds. Can I get the help action from my dear friend?
Yeah, we'll say since both of you are looking for this, you can absolutely.
Moron. No, you can't have the dice, genius.
Who wants to roll it?
That's a 15.
Okay, 15. You are not able to find a super high level necromancy class. Let me see. I actually do have classes written for all of these schools.
And I will.
Let's try.
We'll wait.
I will wait for you.
This is my mistake for making this document literally how to play through a 7-year school in a real D&D campaign. The document's 109 pages long.
Oh my
Where I've
gosh.
read through significant portions of it.
This man just made a like
Okay.
Curriculum.
No, legitimately, I did.
We know.
Let's
We
see.
know.
There's a 4-year track. There's a 7-year track.
Get your PhD.
Let's see. So, you would be looking at okay. You would be looking at attending Spellcraft 3 for Mindstream.
I will like point. I almost called you Wim. Dang it! What's your name now?
Weird.
Weird. I will point
Says it
Weird
on
in that
Discord.
direction. Yeah, sure. And I'll be like, dude, class you want to go to? It's right over there. And then I'm going to like look for the most blasty.
Or actually,
Stealing class I
sorry,
can find.
Spellcraft 6. You're looking for blasting and damage dealing?
Yep.
Okay, let me just go ahead and
Carnage.
find. I just need to make my way back.
And yes, I'm going to walk into a college class in full plate armor.
If you are looking for blasting and damage dealing, you would be looking for the School of Forstorm, which is all they term their magic preempturgy, which is see the future and then have the power to change it.
I call it nukes.
With your 15.
Don't look at me like that, Christian. It was a funny joke about preemptive strike.
You Americans.
You'd be looking at
You Americans and
Spellcraft.
your nukes.
You'd be looking at Spellcraft 4 or Spellcraft 5 for Forstorm. Okay, so those two are going to class. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm probably just gonna follow Straya around.
Okay.
I'm making fun of my brother for being in a bad mood in a pretty place.
I am.
Look at the architecture. I mean, I am not one for art or anything like that, but this is truly incredible. Look at this place. Can't you appreciate? I mean, you know, I'm not one for something like this, but this is pretty magnificent, don't you think?
And Lucian's just gonna look around and go, "The king's palace is prettier."
You know, purple is overdone, you know, look at all the different colors, you know, it's vibrant and different and interesting, you know, it's everything you talk about, you know.
Purple is the new black.
Lucian, give me a deception check and an insight check.
Okay. I don't get D4s for that. Deception is, I don't have deception, so that is just a 13,
Okay.
and then insight, that is a 25.
Okay. So the deception check you were rolling was against yourself. I want you to tell me what in this very obvious character flaw is Lucian becoming aware of in this moment? What of his clear butthurtness is becoming an apparent thing that he, whether he had considered it before or whether he was choosing not to grapple with it, is now at the forefront of his mind.
I guess, just like, I don't know. He knows that sometimes he expects a little too much from the reception, but like he's had receptions in other countries or in other places that were so extravagant and so over the top, and then just coming in here and being like, "Oh, we weren't expecting you," is just a little bit of a hit to his pride.
Yeah. Okay, so Lorenzo and Lucian are following Straya. Straya, where are you going?
I'm gonna first check out you said Minestro area?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just head that way. I kind of want to just look around. Is this, what type of university is this? Is this what am I trying to say? Is this like a private university where typically people are the same age, or is it more of like a commuter university? Does that make sense?
It is more commuter university, wide variety of age of students. Again, when I say incredibly varied, I mean on all levels. The student body appears to be made up of people who have traveled the planet to make it to this school.
Okay. Cool.
There's just a
Yeah,
really old little gnome who walks by in a trench coat, and he has like a little piece of paper inside of it. No.
Stop, Ken.
Sorry.
Stop.
If you're going to Mindstro, you would see Weird walking into a classroom.
But Vale is with him, right?
No, Vale went to
No,
a different
I
class.
pointed him in the direction of the most high-level necromancy he could get his hands on, and then walked the other direction.
Awesome.
If I see Weird go into a classroom, I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. So Lucy and Lorenzo, are you going to follow Straya into a classroom, or are you going to head off and do something else instead?
No. I'm stopping them before I walk in and be like, no offense, you guys are kind of killing my vibe. Like, I just...
I am appreciating the beautiful campus of this city. Excuse
I
me.
see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I approve of what you're doing. I just want you to do it not next to me. Also, while this place has a lot of people, I feel like it's kind of like the old folks hanging with me right now, and I kind of just want to be free. No offense. No offense.
Am I old now?
Apparently. Yeah,
All right, have fun exploring. Bye. And I'm just gonna walk in the classroom.
Lorenzo, Lucian, I know you're old, but I'm not old. That's not.
Do the young folks
if
are kind of
you
old.
look at you can look at your face, you can see there's got some years behind you. You're a little older, past your peak, but I'm still. I don't know. She's crazy.
Her peak.
Where'd she go?
Lucian was born in like 1998 and just found out that kids like juniors or freshmen in college.
Well said, Ken.
Wow.
Well said.
Good job, Cat. Do it.
You
Yeah.
butthole.
Okay.
Not your episode, Kent.
Let's jump.
Nope, I'm
Never
screwed
is.
already.
Let's jump to where Vale is right now. Vale, you walk into Spellcraft 5, first semester of third years in Mindstro, and you see massive equations all over the board for all sorts of things that are not hitting your brain immediately.
Not my kind of boom.
You do see in the center of the board a sketch of what you probably guess is a fireball. Go ahead, give me an Arcana check just to see how much of this class you understand.
Mm-hmm. I'll have an intelligence of 10. And I rolled a 10.
Okay. So, with an intelligence of 10 and a roll of a 10, imagine you are a 5th grader who is sitting through a pre-calculus class.
Yep.
The only words that you hear every once in a while are that you understand are words like concentration of energy, explosion, damage, area of effect. Those are like the big things that you hear and understand.
So at what point do we get to start playing with the lasers?
It's like me in Korean class. I'm like, oh, cool, I know that word.
Yep.
basically.
When does the sparring start?
We're gonna bounce over to Mindstro. Straya and Weird, you can both give me an Arcana Intelligence check as well.
Also, I haven't pulled my dice out yet.
Oh wow.
Can I guidance myself?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You can guidance yourself for this.
12.
Okay.
잠시만요. Oh my. Okay. Arcana, you said?
Yeah, Arcana Intelligence.
It is a dirty 20.
Okay. With a dirty so firstly with a 12, Weird. This is really interesting. You don't know what all of it means. There's something in you that kind of instinctually does understand some of it. You're listening, you're hearing, you're like, okay, I know that equation. I don't know how to solve it, but I know the equation. That's a lot of what you're dealing with. It's like, okay, there are a bunch of tools here that if I spent a while, I could use the tools to make the thing happen. But I don't know how to use the tools. I just know that they're tools, and I know what they do-ish.
It's like, yes, I can see that this is the equation to raise the dead. And I can see that the person is dead, but I don't know how to get them not dead.
Yes, exactly. You're like, I can see the equation, I can see the components, I don't know how to put the equation on top of the components and make the magical effect. Straya, so the spell that they're teaching in this class right now is Dance Macabre, which is a spell that raises a series of undead around you. This is a very high level spell. This is I think it's a 5th level spell because you're in Spellcraft 6. With a 20, you're watching this, you're like, this is magic far beyond what I can do myself. But one of the things that you do immediately clock is, okay, they're talking about influencing minds, and a couple of students you can see are musically trained students in here. There are bards who are taking these classes. There are wizards who are this school is clearly designed for, yes, some of it's wizard heavy, but a lot of it is just, we'll take whatever full spellcaster you are. So a lot of this, you're like, okay, I'm not going to get it on a formulaic basis. However, there are a couple layers of this formula that if I translate it into a song, I might be able to do it. And you're sitting next to another student who has a violin and a bow, sitting next to them, they've got an open seat to their right. You're sitting next to this student. You see their notes which derivate from the notes on the blackboard. And you see just slight shifts in the equations and in the patterns to layer those onto a staff. And so you're able to sort of derive, okay, maybe if I was able to spend a little more time with this, I might be able to do this. So, yeah. Lucy and Lorenzo, what are you guys doing?
I think if there's a courtyard or a place where kids are hanging around and doing magic and stuff, I'm probably just sitting there.
Yeah.
And if Enzo went with me, I am complaining to him and telling him stories of all the cool times where people were where I was welcomed very extravagantly.
Yo, that's crazy. Elephants?
And I got to ride on all of them. Every single one.
Why did you have to ride on all of them? That seems wildly impractical.
Because I could. Because they gave me the option.
I guess.
They didn't give me any options.
No. They gave you a rock. No, they gave you 2 rocks.
No, they gave me... Because it's I'm guessing it's like a magic crystal, right?
Yes, correct.
Oh wait, no, that would be a rock. Never mind.
Yeah, it is a rock. It's still a rock. Yeah. Yeah, crystals
I
are
was
Stupid idiot.
crystals
I
are
was
rocks.
imagining something else.
It's not a pole.
It's a rock.
About halfway through both of y'all's classes, and after you've been sitting in the courtyard for about an hour, a little thing comes up on your crystals saying that your meeting is confirmed for 12 p.m. So you've actually been bumped up. Some meeting must have been moved to make space for you. And your meeting is in an hour. Straya, Vale, and Weird, you all get out of class with about 30 minutes until your meeting. Vale,
I wasn't gonna stay the whole class. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was just like popping in, curious. Is Weird super into this class?
For a little while until he realizes he can't actually understand it to the point that would be useful. So then he'll just be on his Hexlight trying to find, are there like cool magical stuff, like artifacts or anything like that at this college? And can he go see them?
There are a couple magical artifacts throughout the college, yes.
Can I go see
Yeah, I'm gonna-
some?
You would find an article talking about how they have over time and more recently actually been locked up a lot more tightly.
So that's a no. I
Correct.
can't steal any artifact. I mean, see any artifacts.
Correct.
Okay.
That would stress me out.
Let's just go to seal.
I am gonna dip, like, kind of clock. Oh, there's ways to do this. That's cool. And then I just am gonna kind of walk around. I feel like university is a different vibe than most of my life, of
Yeah.
like tavern life and then ship life. And so, yeah, just gonna kind of walk around, observe, like, people watch.
Yeah.
If I hear anybody,
Okay.
oh no, I was gonna say if I hear music at different points, I might kind of like walk towards that area.
Yeah, within the College of Mindstro, you absolutely do hear music. There are some students in like a little common room, which is you barely hear the music, which is shocking when you round the corner and see like 50 instrumentalists. You thought it was further away. There appears to be some sort of like cone of silence or silencing, which allows these students to practice near to classrooms rather than having to go out into the plaza.
Nice.
Good for
You
them.
see, yeah, just any like major assortment of instruments. So people playing shawms and other woodwinds and drummers and violinists, strings. It's basically there's a whole orchestra in a giant like just improvising circle right now. And like
Cool.
you could see like about every 10 people there is a conductor who is like directing about 10 people at a time.
Cool. I wouldn't have brought my violin. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch and observe and yeah.
Weird, you would stay for the entirety of the class?
I think he would do so accidentally.
Gotcha.
To the point where like class is over and he's still on his Hexlight,
Yep.
not realizing, and the professor has to kind of get out,
You
please.
see this like it's an illithid. It is a like bulb-headed tentacles walk up, and you just hear in your mind, class is over.
I see. Am I supposed to go? I'm new.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. She'll just salute.
Yeah, you see some other students shuffling in for our next class.
Okay. Yeah.
He's gonna stay then.
He'll leave, try to come back in.
Where as you get out and like as you're about to re-enter, well, actually, you would have no way of knowing this because Straya has the crystal.
Not all of us have crystals.
You try to re-enter. I'm gonna roll to just see if the professor clock. Go ahead and roll Oh god.
I was gonna say I would have told him before I left, like, hey, our meeting's at noon, like whenever that message came through, and then I would have dipped. If I realized I only had an hour left, that's when I would have left class.
Yeah, for sure. Weird, would you be going back in still?
Yeah. He's not aware of what time it is.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
You have an iPad on you, bro.
Like he pays attention?
I know.
This kid?
Bro's gonna get exhaustion points from doom scrolling.
13?
Beats it. You sit through the next class.
That's so funny.
What class is this?
You're sitting in on like another block of Spellcraft 5. It's the Spellcraft 5. It's the same thing.
Can I make a new roll to see if I understand more this time?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me an Arcana Intelligence check.
6. I'm more distracted than normal.
Yes.
Oh, I've heard this. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're that kid in class.
Yes. Vale,
Middle school.
you get out of your class. There's about 15 minutes until your meeting. So you all, aside from Weird, gather back up and make your way to the office building again. And the woman looks at you and goes, "Oh, fantastic! I don't know what was in your message, but apparently it was urgent. You're down one."
Great. Sorry. I would have, once we gathered up, if I didn't see Weird, I would have run to the classroom to see if he was still there. I would have gotten him.
Yeah, okay, great. Yeah. Okay, so then all of you are there. And she just turns around, directs you down the hall, third door on your right. You guys make your way down very quickly, able to make it to the door. Written on it, President Alexander Orfel in like large Gothic font. You open the door and sort of looking out over a window, which shows some sort of like large ocean. Definitely not what was on the other side of this building. So it must be some sort of like illusory or projection window or something like that. Turning around, there's this tall elven man, like long blonde hair, all sleeked back, small little like half up, half down ponytail tied on the back, long beard, and he goes, "Hello. I believe you are the crew of the Tides Unsleeping here from the Cyanarchy, yes?"
We are an envoy from Domitia. I keep blanking on the name.
You're good. Welcome. Come on in. Tell me, how is good old Vela? And we're gonna finish this chapter here.
Which one?
And we will pick up.
Which one
right
are we on that?
there.
The 4th or the 5th?
We'll pick up there at the beginning of our next chapter. Does anybody have anything they want to plug?
Magic Missile Minis. Check out my YouTube channel where I do D&D and Warhammer stuff, as well as my band Kin, K-Y-N. We released a new single as of recently, and are working on our next album, and it's coming along swimmingly. We're really excited about it, so check us out.
Ooh.
You can follow me on Instagram, Rachel McKelvey, for all my Korean adventures.
No multi-nerds?
Oh yeah, Multi Nerds too. I was gonna save that for the next one, but also check out my other podcast, Multi Nerds. All good.
Christian, Sam, Kent.
I'm good for today.
Alright.
I'm good.
SamuelBone.substack.com. I put out a thing a while ago. I hope to do more once this month is over.
Alright, and as always, please check out patreon.com/Tavern of Tomes, capital T in Tavern and Tomes. Thank you all for joining us. You're always welcome at the tavern. You can come back next week, because this story is not over yet. We love you all. Good night.
Good night.